All right. Hello, everybody. So, we are back in the Ultimate Domination Challenge. This has been a little bit of a pain. So, what happened is that I usually save, like, I'll go into my saved games and then I'll save a copy of that saved game. Um, because with mods and everything else, sometimes things can go haywire. Well, I did save this game, but yeah, I had forgot to save like the last two, I think it was. But anyway, I got a corrupted save file in there. Had to put the save I had back in, and then I had to do work with that. And then I think there was we had an update, and that kind of messed with my graphics. So my graphics they're still not where I want them to be, but I mean, for the most part, like it's weird. Look at the textures. Like, and I've been getting this on this map a lot. Like the textures are weird. Like you'll go in, and then when you come back out, the textures change. I don't know. Um. Anyway, everything seems to be working all right. Now this is our new cow barn we set up. Um, I don't even know how many to hold. Hang on a minute. Let's go find out. It will hold 474. That's not too bad. Now we can always expand this area a bit if we want to, because we have all of this if we wanted to do it. But for now, we're happy with what we got. I do need to set up a silo extension for manure. I think we might set it up on this side because that's the slurry. I'm not really sure what that's used for. That's where we get our milk from. I think we'll set it up this side. So this one, I guess. I think we'll set it up kind of in the midpoint here. Good evening, Miss Dustbunny. Thanks, Damo. Appreciate it, man. I think we'll set this manure one up right there. And then this is all set up. I just need to put cattle in it. But yeah, we can put 574 cattle in here. Once this is done, we're going to put some other stuff over here. And yeah, I'll catch up with you later, Damo. I'll probably only be going for about an hour, maybe two at the most. But once I can collect I think this is barley. Hang on a minute. I think this is barley. Yeah, it's barley. So don't want to step out in front of the car. Once we get this set up, I'll use this to set up another. So basically, what I want to do here is, since I've got this and these two are over here, I'll probably use this for grass and then expand this out, which I probably should have already done, but then we'll use this to put down another one of, no, that's not what I wanted. Where is it? That. We'll put another farm production down here because, we'll be putting grass into these grass areas over here. This grass area will probably go in here. Um, this grass area, this one here will go in here. This one, I'm not sure. We might put that up here too. We do have tractor trailers. So, but for now, we've got this set up. I haven't put any animals in there just yet. Now, I've set this up. Hello, Mr. Ghosty. How you doing, Mr. Ghosty? Now, I've set this up. This will hold 562 animals. So we went ahead and set that up. We went ahead and set up the grass. I did collect a lot of grass, enough to put the feed in here. So we already got 60,000, and then I've got a few bales left over. I've also went ahead and set up 3 factories here for grannies, so that we can actually start producing the wool here and shove them straight into the factory instead of over there. Let's see. Now, this has changed a little bit. I'll remove this. I'm going to remove this sheep pen and the sheep once that one's fully established over there. And then I got enough money. I think I'm going to go ahead and buy these, and I'm going to set the sheep pen up, or not the sheep, the goats on this side. And that will be grassland as well. So yeah. For the moment, we're not going to do anything with these just yet. I want to get another month in. I want to go into next month. I guess I'll go ahead and buy the cows, because we have 240,000 liters of food in here and 120,000 liters of straw. We should be able to get nearer. Slurry comes out there. Okay, Ghosty, no worries, man. Let's see, where are our animals? Animals. Where do we buy our animals? I think it's over here. I haven't played with this particular setup since I did the Welker's farm. Okay. Let's see. Limousine, Highland. I think we'll go with Holsteins. 250 of them. How many? Hang on a minute. Let me check something real quick. How many cows do we have here? We have 396. I think I want to sell those. They're 0 months old. We got 96 of them at 0 months old. Welcome back, Mr. Ghosty. 96 at 0 months old. And those won't start producing for a minute. So I think we need to sell those. So we'll buy 300 for here. That's what we'll do. And we'll buy, that was 250, so there we go. Oh, 474. Okay, that's it's fine. Yeah, they won't start producing milk until they can reproduce, so at 18 months. So I need to go over to, oops, that's not the one. That's the one. You go over here and get rid of the 96 cows, or calves. Go ahead and get rid of them. So we'll get rid of these. And we'll sell those. How many animals do I have here? 300? Yeah, okay. That's fine. All right. Straw. We need more straw. I can't remember where my straw is. Okay. Get this out of here. As you can see, we've already cut all of this area over here. We've got to do fertilizing on that next month. So, I think we have some straw in here, so I think we'll just dump our TMR. And by the end of this year, we're in year 3, so by the end of this year, all of our by the end of this year, like August or September, I think it is. Let's see here if we've got any straw. Silage. I could probably take the silage off. I don't really think I need it in here. Straw. We have 9,426 liters of straw in here. Right, let's grab that. I think I'm going to come back and grab that grass as well. We may have to buy some straw. I don't know how much I have left in my farm productions. But the grass off these, I didn't net as much grass off of these fields as I should have because they were only 50% fertilized. Because I'm silly like that. Let's see here. Let's have a quick look, see. Just check and see how much straw we've got in here. 185,000 liters. We'll go ahead and do that. We should be getting straw out of here. Go check this. So we're doing digestate, which should give us straw. Yeah, it should give us straw. We do have slurry, yeah. And we're doing hay. And we're doing silage. I'm gonna get some more solid, more of that. Alright, so we won't use all the straw. It looks like I'm gonna have to buy something to put in here. Straw is becoming an issue. I knew it would because of the amount of TMR I'm going through. I mean, I could change that. I could put up a production that uses just silage and hay to make TMR. But I think this only takes about 20,000 total. Find out. Okay, maybe it takes a little bit more than 20,000. All right. I will, sure. So we have enough straw in our other one. Let's go check our buffalo real quick. Hey, Mr. Biggie, how you doing, man? Now that car didn't move. But yet, never mind. The physics in this game is just amazing. I think I'm gonna have to go. Piece of advice, folks: don't run 50 miles an hour down back roads in a rig with, or things like that could happen. Just you know, just saying. I'm not getting a whole lot out of the buffalo. I don't know if it's because I just don't have enough or what exactly is going on here, but I'm not getting a whole lot of buffalo. I think I'm getting not even 5,000 liters per month out of the buffalo. So I'm kind of questioning whether it's even worth it, to be honest. Let's see. Go ahead and dump some of the straw here if we can. Yep. Well, Mr. Stew is a vampire, so he does tend to keep odd hours, you know, so. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about getting more cattle. I mean, I'm getting chocolate milk and stuff. Like, I'm only getting like one seed. Like, I've got, this is mozzarella, buffalo mozzarella. But I'm not really getting a whole lot from it. So yeah, I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. All right. Let's dump the rest of that straw in here. I think I'll run up to, let's see, let's check our, how much straw has this got in it? Wait, 129,000 there, 271,000 there, and that is doing diesel, I think. Yeah. So that one's up at the other farm. I'm going to go grab the straw out of that one, because this is the only one currently making TMR. So we'll go grab the straw out of that other one. Okay. Alright. Well, this is the first time we've been back on the Ultimate Domination Challenge in a minute, due to issues beyond my control. I did play a little bit of SnowRunner. Oopsies. I'm still looking at buying some, or yeah, getting some of the updates for SnowRunner. There's a lot of them though. Like there's a lot. Do I have any straw in this one? Let's check. I think I have grunt. No, I don't have any straw in this one. Okay, cool. Well, it's good to be back. Like I said, my graphics are still not exactly where I want them, but they seem to be doing pretty good. I don't know if you can see this, but my GPU is currently running. If you look at the bottom, I don't know if it's showing up, but like my FPS is at 60, my GPU is at, well, it's dropped down to 39, but it pops back up. It'll run sometimes upwards of 79% GPU. I don't know why I'm driving through here. Alright, we'll take that back off. Okay, soak straw. There we go. Now this one doesn't really need straw. Like I said, we're not actually doing anything with this at the moment except for making diesel. If you look, we're doing diesel, we're doing liquid fertilizer, and we're doing cut sugar beet. Now sugar beets we've got a fair bit of. Got a lot of methane. Where's the diesel? There we go. 87,000 liters of diesel. And I gotta pick up some more wood chips too to supply that location over there. That would be Mr. Farmer Donkey's. That's Mr. Farmer Donkey's wood mill. So I've got to do it. I've got to get more wood chips in it at some point. And I got to set my sell everything back up again. But I got tired of it being there because of the way it was kind of interfering with me getting to my silo. And that was just me not setting it up correctly in the beginning. But I guess I just wasn't prepared for the amount of extra stuff I was going to have to do by pushing myself into doing cattle and stuff. So don't get me wrong, I am absolutely enjoying that. I like playing around with cattle. In game and in real life. So, you know. And I've had to be doing some bush hogging over the last few days. We've got just shy of 12 acres where I live. And I got about 8.5 or 9 acres bush hogged down, looking really good. But I want to bush hog all of it down. I want to try to keep it, I want to try to get it back to where it's decent pasture land. Parts of it are good, but some of it needs a little extra attention. Okay, let's go grab the rest of that straw. There's only about 120,000 left, and that's fine. And then we'll get back to our TMR. Oh, I almost hit him. Good job, he stopped. Get out the way. Come on, people. I don't know. I'm almost with you, Miss Dust Bunny. I have thought seriously about turning traffic off in this. It was a little bit close, but it's fine. It's perfectly fine. It's all good. I do have to get some more sugar beets out of this and put it into there. And I have to get more sugar beet out of the other one and put it into the other one. I've got enough sorghum now. I think I'm going to switch those 4 over to something else. I'm not sure what I'm going to switch them to just yet. I don't know. Maybe sugar cane or something. He's fine. Besides, it wouldn't hurt him. Those vehicles are, they're basically a stone wall. Especially on this, in this game. Every vehicle can be hit, but they don't react. wonder if I can get rid of this fence if I bought that land. That fence really messes me up. See? He probably does, unless he wore his brown pants that day. Might be out if he wore his brown pants. Alright. Now, oh, absolutely. There's no way. If this was real, there is no way I would have come around that corner at that speed. Not even happening. If you look, I mean, just let that get out of there for a second. Okay. So as you can see, pop out for a second. So that is weird, but in saying that, all of these are fairly high off the ground. So when you've got probably 40,000 pounds in this trailer, all of it's up here. So it's going to be top heavy. Doesn't matter what you do or how you do it. I mean, that's why you'll see a lot of people running around in low loaders, like to haul equipment and stuff, is to get the center of gravity down. So yeah, when you got 45,000 pounds in the back of the trailer, you're not going to go cutting a curve like this. Not at 30-something miles an hour. You'd be down to about, to take this turn, especially with weight, you'd be lucky if you were hitting 5 or 10 miles an hour tops. Otherwise, you flip the truck. I mean, you can go on YouTube and see the number of trucks that have just taken corners too fast and just flipped it right over. It's I personally have never done it, like tip the truck over. Mainly because I wanted no part of that. But I mean, it's like when you load it's like if you load hay, even on a low loader. I mean, the hay or on a flatbed, that hay is still 13 foot 6 feet, 13 foot 6 inches in the air, and you've strapped it down, so it's, you know, held down to your trailer. If a decent wind comes along, it will knock you over. And I can't remember exactly what it was. There's somewhere that they did a study that stated there was a certain amount of like a certain speed of wind gust could easily knock a tractor trailer over. And I think it was anywhere between, I think it was anything above about 30 miles an hour. Like if it caught, because basically if you look at the trailer, not this one's kind of low down. Because it's even with the top of the cab here, so you're not looking at 13 foot 6 inches on this. But if you look at trucks, you know, 13 foot 6 inch trailer, you're basically running around with nothing but a wind sail on the back of the truck. So if a good gust comes along, it will mess you up. Let's see if there's any of that. No. All right, so we got that done. We got this done. Got 7,500 liters of milk. we will, okay, we got decent. Now I want to see, we've got 150 of 613 cow buffalo in here. Still at good health. I wonder what would happen if we put another 150 in here. Not cows or buffalo. If we put another 150 in here, would we be doing any better? Let's go ahead and try it. See what happens. So we now got 300 in that one, 300 in this one, and 300 in the new one. Okay then. I think Mr. Ghosty is the one that showed me this, but there is actually a yep, there's a roller on there. It's an invisible roller. Just disappears. How cool is that? Let's see. Now I had this down here because one of these was doing the mowing and the other one was doing fertilizer for me, which is that's my fertilizer trailer there. I think there we go. Okay. I think we've got everything done. Yep. All right, let's do a quick sleep. Let's get up at 6 o'clock in the morning. Because it'll be May, right? I think so. Six o'clock in the morning. Okay. Well, it's not time to do the donuts, but it's time to go and see about getting. Wool. All right, so let's grab. I think we'll do wool first. So let's grab this. That's the one thing about the this new sheep pen I've got over here is that we probably will not be getting the no more space to place new pallets on this one because it will fill this area and this way before it runs out, which is one of the reasons I absolutely love this particular barn for sheep and goats. Right. Excellent. Now, that's 13,000 divided by 3. So we'll put 4 of each in the words. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, throw this one back over here. Alright, let's go ahead and get in here and we'll do that and we'll activate. Wait, what did I do here? Okay, that's fine. Activate. And activate. Truck. Is that sheep barn on ModHub? You know, that's a really, really good question. I believe it is. Let's have a quick look-see. No, that's not what I want. Nope. Yep. Okay. No. That's what we wanted. Sheep. Yes, this should be it. It's a sheep barn large. That should be on ModHub. And I think, yeah, I think it was I think it was like a combination, like it was like 3 of them or something like that. I can't remember exactly. But yeah, it should be on ModHub. All right, now grab all those. I gotta set up my pigs. I'll probably do away with those two Granny's knitwear there once they run out of wool. Okay, so let's grab those. Hop over here. Ugh. That worked. Now I want to take all this sugar down to my other two, down to my dairy, I think. So I'll have to put this in. What else do I need to do from here? Oh, right. I need to go and grab my sorghum. I've got these a little tight, I think, but it's not too bad. All right. 1,000 liters of that. I still haven't done anything with the sorghum. Just keep collecting it, I guess. And I'm still selling stuff that I don't, I mean, I'm storing it. I don't understand how that's happening. It's weird. Okay, so let me go over here. Okay, I need to sell everything. Yes, you can make bread from sorghum, and I might do that after I get some other stuff sorted out. So what we're going to do is, I think we'll place our sell everything here in just a second, because we need that. And I can always move it again, so that's not a big issue. Okay, that's that. think we'll place the sell everything. Let's go to, I think it's sell points. Yeah, sell points. Where is it? Sell everything. That one's it right there. Let's put it right. I think we'll put it right there. At least for the time being. We can move it later. I need to straighten all this out because I need to put more greenhouses in. I need to do a few other things here. Alright. Grab that. Let's put that off, then pull that back up. Well, if you put it into Miss Almatana's farm production over there, I do like it actually. Hang on a minute. We've created ourselves a little pickle here. Will it grab it? No. I am not. I'm using the regular version. So, no, I am not using the fast version. Again, it was my first time using it, so I want to use the normal version just to see what it was like. Now, once my oak trees have fully grown, I'm leaving this one. I'm letting this one run out of wood, slowly but surely. It doesn't seem to be running out of wood very quickly, but I'm leaving it. And then I'll probably want to put another one of these down in its place. But for the moment, I'm just using the regular one. I might put the fast version down just to see what it's like. Okay. I mean, if I really need to speed it up, I can. I do have production control, so if I really need to speed it up, I can. But right now I'm just kind of letting it run at its own pace. But I will probably try a fast version just to see what it's like. Alright, now I want to pick up the sugar from here. I don't think I have much in here, but let's see. I got 6. Cool. Let's see. Let's get a little bit closer. This is going down to our now this is going down to our doohickey thingy. Oh my lord, words are so hard right now. This is going down to our dairies. Yes, that's the word I was looking for. Dairies. Didn't need that sign. Silly sign up there anyway. Yes, we have 2 dairies down here that we have in production. Well, that was... Look at that. I can't get this thing to drift to save my life. like the truck. I can't get it to drift to save my life sometimes. Oh wow, this thing is very, very unhappy. I can't get it to drift to save my life sometimes, but then I put a trailer behind it and it drifts. And it's like, really? It's just rude. Alright, so it's May now. Let's just push these off the side. There we go. Oh, we got something out of here. We have whey powder and we have strawberry milk. Excellent. And this one's producing quite regularly. We got more buffalo mozzarella and a lot of chocolate milk. Didn't need that sign either. It's getting in the way. And of course, all this is going into our storage over here. We have 67 pallets of chocolate milk, 3 of whey protein, 5 of strawberry milk, and 10 buffalo mozzarellas. I don't remember when those sell. Buffalo mozzarella. When does that sell? January. It is, yes, that's the multi-dairy. Chocolate milk. When does that sell? December. So I would say that, when is whey powder protein, whatever? Let's see. Strawberry milk probably sells December. Whey powder, December. So everything either sells in December or January. Okay. Well, looks like we'll be waiting a little bit. Yes, I think it's December for most of everything except for the buffalo mozzarella, which I think is January. Okay, so what we need to do, need to grab this stuff, put that on, and then I need to go, wait, there's more? What the frickety frackety foo-foo stuff is this all about? Maybe I missed grabbing this from last month, I guess. I don't know. Okay. Y'all can just stop while I make a big U-turn here. We'll just put all of this in here. Okay. Let's see. Buffalo mozzarella. Right here. January. That's, well, September could, because it's kind of at a high point, but January appears to be the ideal point. Everything else is December. So, okay. We need to go grab our let's run over here. Yes, ma'am. No problem. I mean, it's easy to do. How much milk have I got in here? 135,000. I got 1,000 left of the buffalo milk. And how much do I have in here? 63,000, 10,000 liters of sugar. Wow. Okay. That's a lot. I need to actually put that, make that concrete or something. I need to fix this up at some point. Okay, let's do a double check of this. Well, it used a fair bit of TMR, but it did keep this topped up. Yep, clouds are nice. Very, very nice. Now, like I said, I did reset, like I did do some, I've still been working with my graphics on this. So like, they kind of look like, you know, if I turn too quick, they go blurry, and then it takes a minute for them to kind of come back into focus. I don't have, I think my draw distance is fairly shorter. So if you look at my graphics settings, frame rate, so like draw distance, where is it? Yeah, foliage draw distance, object draw distance, terrain. And there's one for clouds too. I can't remember. Cloud shadows. I turned that off because it kind of messed me up. But I've got all like foliage shadows, field of views, blah, blah, blah. I've got this on. I don't know what DRS is. I've got it on balance performance at the moment. So, for now, it seems to be working fine, but I'm going to have to play around with it a little bit, I think. Okay, so that is full. I need to turn down the volume, I think, on the sound on the vehicles. It sounds like that might be a little bit overpowering. A little bit. Let's have a quick settings. Where's audio? General settings. General settings. Where's audio? Huh. That they are. And that's one of the reasons I turned them off, because they were, oh, here's the sound. Let's drop the, okay, so we'll turn that off. That's fine. Character volume is fine. Vehicle volume, let's turn that down a little bit. That's a little bit better. Okay, so let's dump this here. I've got to take that in and change up the colors on that stuff to match my other one. What are we doing? Yes, milk. We're getting milk. Now the sad bit is that the dairy that I have over there costs an arm and a leg and doesn't hold much milk. So if you actually look, let's see, let's go here, yeah. It only holds 72,000 liters of milk, but if you let's see, factories, that's not it. There's another one. It's 210,000 or so, which seems to be a little ridiculous. Yeah, the problem with the cloud shadows is that, for me, when I had the cloud shadows on, well, I'll show you in just a sec. Just let me find this. Yeah, 245,000 for the extended goods dairy that I have right there. 245,000 on 72,000 liters of freaking milk. Give me a break. All right, so if I go in here to settings, I think it was here. Where is it? Shadows. Where's the, I know I saw cloud shadows. Cloud shadows. Let's turn that on. It takes it a minute. It's got to think about it. Thank you. First of all, it's going to get laggy on me. But then you can see the shadows. Like you can see the shadows going across the land, which kind of messes me up. And it really, like, okay, let's go here. It really binds down on the GPU as well. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's kind of cool. But I don't like them. Well, I just don't like them. So, yeah, we're not doing that. Cloud shadows off. Thank you. Now, let's go get some milk. We had 300 buffalo in here. Let's see how much milk we got out of them. Hopefully more than 5,000. Oh, 7,500. Yay. No. It's weird. Like, you can look up right now, none of them are moving. Like, they're moving, but not real fast. But the shadows on here are moving fast. It's weird. It's weird. I mean, I do like the shadow from the foliage and stuff like that. I haven't turned that off. But, yeah. Let's see. We got 7,500 milk from buffalo. 300 buffalo. What? So confused. Anyway, let's see here. Alright, we've got the milk from there. We'll go get the milk from over here. We're probably going to wind up putting another dairy in. Probably a multi-dairy. Or we might just start selling the milk straight out. Because those two dairies don't look like they can keep up. And I do have to do some fertilizing today. Well, I understand that. Well, what kind of messes me up is like, I'm not colorblind, but I guess the way they move across the field, especially when I'm like if I'm planting or if I'm doing something else, it just kind of messes up my brain because they're not moving the way clouds move. Do you know what I mean? It's weird. To me, they're not moving the way clouds move. Especially when you look up and the clouds aren't moving that fast, but everything on the ground is. It's like, wait, what? Come on, guys. Give me a break. Quit messing me up. So 43,000 milk from 300 cows in a month. Pretty good, I think. Now let's go over to our other dairy barn. We'll go this way. Let's go over to our other dairy barn and see how much we got out of it. I also want to check how much food they ate, how much slurry is there, blah blah blah. I have been tempted to buy the this BGA over here with so much grass. Well, I mean, 300 cows, 43,000 liters of milk. 300 water buffalo, and I got 7,500 liters of buffalo milk. Wait, what? Oh, sorry, I'm confused. Please explain to me how that works. I mean, obviously they don't put out as much milk as cows, so why do I have them? That's, I mean, I'm a businessman at heart, in most ways. I love cows and stuff like that, but I mean, if I'm going to be supplying them with the amount of TMR that I'm supplying them with, and everything else, 25,000 milk, that's not bad considering that this is, wait, these are new cattle. Their production's up and everything, but yeah, hopefully they will make more. Oh, wait, I want to check milk. We got 56,000 liters of slurry, and we got 37,000 liters of manure. We had 240,000 liters of TMR in here, guys. 240,000 liters, and we're down to 161. So they ate 80,000, 300 of them ate 80,000 liters of TMR. And I do hope that he can turn them off for you, Mr. Biggie. I understand how that would create issues. But yeah, 80,000, basically 80,000 liters of, they ate 80,000 liters of TMR in a month, 300 cows. So, and everybody wonders why I have grass fields everywhere, because I need a lot of freaking TMR. And the sad bit is the water buffalo ate about the same amount for less milk. Alright, let's stop in here and we will top. Actually, we'll go over here and top this one up first. I was nowhere near you. Don't want to hit the building. Alright, so let's go in here and we'll dump. Yep, it's done. Okay. It filled it back up. That's good. And then we'll dump the rest of it over here. And now we're back to that one. And now it's time to get all of our slurry. That's another thing about the taking the slurry up to the top one, is so that it can produce solid fertilizer, and the cell everything is up there. And I can just dump the solid fertilizer into the cell everything and be happy. Yeah, you didn't see me stop and have a washout? We gave this one a washout. We'll give it a washout on the way through as well. On the way back from when we dump all the slurry. We'll give it another washout. Yeah, definitely. Oh, believe me, if we were doing a washout in real life, you'd be sitting in line for an hour. Just saying, at least an hour. I've run tankers before, so you know. And after everything, you have to automatically go straight. Like it doesn't matter what you carry. Um, your tank has to have a washout after every load. And we weren't even hauling food. We were hauling other stuff. And yeah, but you can't allow stuff. You can't allow things to be cross contaminated. I mean, that's part of your job as a truck driver is to ensure that whatever field you're working in, whether you're hauling a tanker for food grade or anything else, that you pay attention and make sure things don't get cross-contaminated. You have to have a special endorsement for tankers. And if you haul hazmat, you have to have a hazmat endorsement as well. I had all of it. I had tankers endorsement, hazmat endorsement, blah, blah, blah. I had every endorsement you could have. Oh, except for doubles and triples. Mainly because I didn't like pulling pup trailers. I didn't get the doubles and triples, and I never intended to go to work for UPS or some of the guys that actually ran doubles and triples. I never intended to work for them anyway, so I didn't bother getting it. I was more of a flatbed guy. I enjoyed hauling military equipment and road work stuff and blah blah blah. I like the big toys to be running around with, so I had no interest in really pulling dry vans or even refrigerated stuff. But wait, I missed one. I got to turn around now. But I mean, I do know how to do reefer. I know how to run dry van. I know how to do heavy hauling, oversized stuff. Blah blah blah. No. I let my hazmat endorsement go, mainly because I wasn't hauling any hazmat stuff. So if I wanted to get the hazmat endorsement back, I would have to go back and retake the test. So yeah. If your license gets suspended, I don't know. Like, I had my license suspended briefly because of a screw up with the DMV, and I didn't have to go back and retake the test. So, but I'm not sure. Like, I'm not a DMV person, so I wouldn't know. I don't want to give bad information. So I 100% know whether if you let your license lapse, if you have to. I would assume that you do. When I came back from Australia, I had to retake all my tests. So, you know, even though I had a commercial vehicles license from down in Australia, I still had to retake everything. So I would assume, and we know what assumptions are all about, but I would assume that if you allowed your license to lapse, especially for any length of time, now maybe within 30 to 60 days, you should be okay. But if you allowed it to lapse more than that, I would assume that you would have to retake your test. But again, laws differ from state to state, especially in regards to licensing and everything. So yep. I knew I'd read somewhere it was like 30 to 40 mile an hour winds can, yeah. But you also have to remember that a 30 to 40 mile an hour wind can even turn over a loaded trailer depending on how the load is. Like if you've got a load that is low center of gravity, so say if I was hauling um, a metal coil, like a big metal coil that weighs 45,000 pounds, that metal coil is not sticking very far off the deck, and it's also not catching any wind or anything like that. So the likelihood of it blowing me over, slim to none, even at 30, 40 mile an hour. Up to 60, it might be an issue for the truck, but we're talking a flatbed. Now, you take that same setup and you put say a dry van that the trailer is sticking up 13 foot 6 inches in the air, and then you have it double palleted inside, so you got pallets stacked on top of pallets. That's going to increase your center of gravity, which means that a 30 to 40 mile an hour wind could still knock you over even if you're loaded. It's one of the things about some of these studies is some of them don't take into the equation of whether the vehicle that's loaded is loaded heavy with all of the pallets on the floor and no more than, let's say, and not sticking up more than about 3 foot off the floor, but they're heavy because they're metal or something like that. That's a low center of gravity. But then if you have pallets that weigh 1,000 pounds each and they're double stacked up to the sort of the roof, well, that's kind of made your center of gravity higher. Good day, Mr. Andrew. Well, I do appreciate you, sir. Welcome in. Appreciate you being here. Nice to meet you, sir. But yeah, a lot of people don't realize I'm not saying truck drivers are the greatest thing to walk God's green earth. What I am saying is there's a lot behind it. There's more to being a truck driver than just sitting in a truck. Although these days, apparently, everybody wants us to be steering wheel holders. Because you got automatic transmissions, and all this stuff. It's funny. I mean, it's not like when I first started, many, many moons ago, you wouldn't have found automatic in a rig anywhere. Like that was just, yeah, that didn't happen. There were no automatics. All right, let's see. We're gonna grab manure now. I wonder if it's going to rain because those clouds kind of look like rain clouds. Interesting. I still have to come over here and grab the wood from that. Oopsies. And I do have to fertilize this field over here. And that field over there. Any fields don't have to fertilize? Hang on a minute. Alright, let's grab the manure. Let's see here. I think I've got 2 fields I need to fertilize. This one and this one, I think. Yeah, fertilize this, that. Yeah, I got these two fields I got to fertilize. All right. Well, that almost filled the trailer. I may have to get a bigger trailer. Although the underbelly, the ones with the underbellies, they will take manure as well. I have to start using one of those. I'm gonna have to get rid of this and get one of those. Well, imagine going down the road and somebody gets behind you with a load of manure on it. You didn't cover it. Stuff goes flying out. Imagine somebody'd be unhappy about that, wouldn't they? I only run Holsteins. I, I, maybe I'm a little biased, but I haven't run the Browns. I have run the Brown Swiss before. In saying that, I didn't. I don't. I don't know. I didn't scientifically prove this. I didn't actually go through and sit down and theorize on it, but it didn't seem to me that they gave as much milk as the Holsteins. Now, one of these days I'm going to sit down and try to figure that out, but I haven't. Yeah, you don't get close up behind cattle haulers. And you don't get close up behind dump vehicles either, because while a lot of them are good drivers and they make sure to cover their load and everything else, some of them just couldn't care less. And they'll leave the load uncovered, and you may wind up having debris come out of the back of that dump truck and hit you. Now, I know a lot of them have on these days, a lot of them, the dump trucks say, not responsible for, right. But, I know a lot of them on the back of dump trailers nowadays, they put like not responsible for broken windshields or whatever, but I'm not sure that'd hold up in a court of law, especially if they can prove that rocks came off the back of your truck and broke their windshield. Especially if they have it on video like dash cams these days. Yeah, just be careful if you're driving behind a dump truck or things along those lines. I used to see dust devils running all the time when I used to do over the road long haul. I'd see dust devils out through Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, California, the desert areas. I've even seen small ones in Mississippi, Louisiana, Arkansas, and places. Now, how much manure do I have sitting over these boys? Manure. Okay. I can fit that on this trailer. It was in the 70s here today in Mississippi, which is nice. Yesterday it was in the high 80s. Which was still nice. But we'll eventually get the 100 plus with the humidity of almost 100. You know, all that nifty stuff. Coming up on summer. That's the way it works. All right. Now I've still got to... What in the world happened there? What? I don't know what happened there, guys. That's weird. Yeah, I'm gonna straighten that out. I don't know what happened. I mean, it even goes through the thing. I'll go. Like it literally goes like all the way across. I don't know what happened there. Okay. Well, hmm. Let's see here. What is this? This is that's the tall looking stuff, right? Is that it? No, that's not it. Where is it? Is that it? Yeah, it looks like that's it right there. Okay. That is weird. Where am I? Okay, here I am. And it's just like one little thin line all the way across. Let's bump that up a little bit. There we go. Okay. I'm just kind of, you know, cleaning it up a little bit, and it's fine. It's fine. I've been meaning to clean this up a little bit anyway, so you know, it's fun. I mean, and it's really weird because there's like there's actually a lot of cars that come through here for some reason. I'm not sure why. Like, it's strange. Because it's a gravel road, you know? So I don't understand why so many vehicles come through here, but, you know, whatever. Speaking of, there's one now. Yep. Alright, and then we'll get where's the tile? That's it right there. I messed that up a little bit there. Yeah, I did think about buying this BGA just to throw grass in there and use the silage, but I don't know yet. We'll think about it. I mean, it's extra money. But with the amount of TMR I'm using, I don't know if it'd be worth it. And I would need to have a front end loader stationed here at all times. So, yeah. I did. I will be putting in pigs. I just haven't figured out exactly where I'm going to put them just yet. I have an idea of where I want to put them, but I don't know yet. I mean, yeah, after my save got corrupted and everything, I knew I was going to place pigs, and then it's like, well, for now, I just need to get everything sorted out, put some more stuff in, blah, blah, blah. But I had an idea of placing the pigs. So, like, this is my little area here. This is it. Like, this is all I get. So, I would have to buy this to get that little area. I'd have to buy this to get that little area. I'd have to buy this to get that little area. Or this to get this area. Or this to get that area. G'day, Mr. Thomas. How you doing? So I'm thinking, is 188,000 worth it to buy it just to get that little corner? You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I could get more than that little corner, but that's basically it, that little corner. I don't know if it's worth it. But I was thinking about putting the pigs up in here somewhere. Okay. Now we've got done with all that. I can go put this back, and I guess we'll run some TMR to our new barn. Replace the 80,000 liters of that they used. Come back and then I need to sell off the rest of the wood. That should be about right there. Yep. And then we'll buy, I've already got my eyes set on buying the next few. I don't have a combine at the moment, Mr. Thomas, because at this specific moment in time, on this challenge, I've actually challenged myself above and beyond what Mr. Ghosty challenges to do. I challenged myself to not have any crops whatsoever except for grass. That's it. And all I was going to do was forestry and animals. That's it. And I have to buy everything through forestry and animal productions. Except I am using some garden greenhouses for productions that help with straw. Otherwise I have to buy the straw. And the only time I can use a combine, I lease it. So, like, I bought a field next door to this particular, next door to this cow barn. That field you can barely see right there on the right. That's got barley in it. So when I bought it, I'm allowing the barley to go ahead and finish up growing. I'll release the combine, at which point I will collect the barley, sell it, and collect the straw off of it, and then turn that particular parcel right there into something else. It's going to be grassland combined with another farm production and a couple of other things like silo or and some stuff like that. Otherwise, yeah, this whole thing is basically forestry and animals. I've got water buffalo, I've got cattle. I'm just now looking around to put some stuff down for um, chickens. Looking at pigs. I've got sheep, and I just upgraded a pen of sheep to a bigger pen of sheep because I had a smaller one. And then I'm going to upgrade the goats I have into a bigger field as well. So, no. Yes. All right. So, been a lot of running around on the farm here today, and it's, geez, we've done more before 7 o'clock than most people do all day, apparently. Because it's not in the game, guys, not in the game. Although I would say that a lot of farmers do more before 7 o'clock in the morning than most people do all day, because I've been there. So there's a lot to be done on a farm, especially milking and everything else. Okay, so we've got this one topped up. Now this one can go back into our water buffalo barn. And then I need to fertilize. Yep, I know, it's fine. So what we're gonna do is we'll stop here. Go ahead and drop some out. Kill that one. All right. Back over to our F350. Just gonna borrow you. Toss him in there. I don't feel like I'm running very fast. Okay. Let's go get our wood. That'll be our last sale for today. Apparently the speed limit down through here is like 30 or something. We're gonna grab our wood, our OSB boards first. How many have I got over here? Oh, I must have not grabbed them from last month. Okay, that's fine. It's perfectly fine. I need to put some fuel in this truck. Good thing I've got like 80-something thousand liters of diesel. All right. Grab. Now, Am I running out of wood over here or something? What's going on? Or did I already grab this? Nope. Okay. Alright, so I should do this for the wood. I ran over this. No, I didn't. I actually missed the sign that time. Wow. Get better at this. Okay. Now, let's see. I need to do fertilizing. Yes. All right, guys. I think we're going to call it there. Just got some fertilizing to do, and then we'll be moving into next month. Yeah, I put that freaking thing there with that sign there, and I should have known better to do that because I run over it constantly. But I have to remember, where am I producing solid fertilizer at? I think I'm producing it out of the one closest to me. 1,500 liters of it so far. Okay. Okay. More straw. More straw is good. But up here, straw. Okay. Yeah. I have to do this particular field by hand. Like I can't have a worker do this field for me because apparently they get confused with the way this field is shaped like this. Apparently they get really confused by it. Because if you look, I'll do this and it doesn't even detect a field anymore. It like literally doesn't even recognize there's a field there. So I have to do this entire field by hand. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for being here. I greatly appreciate you taking time out of your day or your evening, especially on a weekend, to spend some time with us here. So I greatly appreciate you being here. I hope you have a great weekend. Um, I'm going to try to possibly do some more either tomorrow or Monday. I'm not sure yet. Just kind of depends on how things in real life work out. But again, thank you so much. Miss Disability, thank you for all your help in the chat. Greatly appreciate it. I'm going to get out of here because I need something to eat. So you take care of yourselves, guys. And like I said, we'll be back tomorrow or Monday. Not 100% sure. If you could give us a like, greatly appreciate it, especially if you like the stream. If you didn't, hey, look, there's a reason. There's comments. Put it down there. Let me know. Constructive criticism is always welcome. Anyway, guys, I'm going to get out of here. You guys have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you later.